Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn a few new words again along with some idioms and phrases. So let us first take words. Precipice. Precipice. That means a steep cliff. Okay? Steep cliff. That is also called precipice. Or you can say at the brink of a dangerous situation. So whenever we are going to use this word precipice, that means a steep cliff, or also figuratively we are going to use it when someone is in a very dangerous situation at the brink of it. Still then we are going to use this word as precipice. So he is right now in the precipice of his life. That means he is at the brink of a dangerous situation in his life. Okay. Throwback. Throwback means a reversal to the earlier stage of development. That means you are talking about an earlier time. So whenever you are suppose taking a picture from your earlier times, so that is usually we call it a throwback. Throwback pictures of my childhood. So throwback means you are going back in your earlier stage of development. You are talking about that is throwback. Scrawny. Scrawny means someone who is thin and bony. It is about the figure. So you can say that that person who was here in the morning looked so scrawny. That means he was so thin and bony in structure. Moonlighting. Moonlighting means someone who is secretly doing another job along with his regular job, and especially in the night. That's why the word moonlight. So moonlighting means you are also doing some other job on the sides of your regular job in order to earn more money. So some companies might be having strict rules against moonlighting. That means if the company finds out that you are moonlighting, that means you are also doing some other job along with that regular job. They might take strict action on you. Dunk. Dunk means to submerge briefly in a liquid. Something that you submerge briefly in a liquid, that is dunking. Like you dunk a biscuit in your tea and eat it. So that is dunk. Okay. Disband. Disband means to cause to cease to exist. So if you want something to cease to exist, that means you are causing that thing to cease to exist. That means that thing would no more be in existence further. So that is disbanding something. Mean you are completely making some existence disappear forever. That is disbanding. Okay. Typo. Someone writes a typo. That is a typographical error. Whenever we type something on our keypad, sometimes inadvertently a wrong letter is typed, and you send it to another person, and there is a mistake, there is an error in it, and that error is typo. Basically you never intended to write that word, but during typing inadvertently you made that mistake. That is called a typo. Okay. Gooey. Gooey means something soft, something viscous and sticky substance. That is gooey, like gum, you can say. Okay. Trailblazer. Trailblazer means someone who blazes trail to guide others. That means trailblazer is someone who shows path to other people. That person is a path finder, or you can say pioneer, or an innovative seeker who uh, guides others, who motivates others to follow the path. So that person is a trailblazer. I mean, he is a torch bearer kind of person. Alleviate. Alleviate means to make suffering less severe. So if we talk about that, how is your suffering, you ask to a patient, and the patient might answer, or if he answers that yes, the symptoms of pain is a bit alleviating, that means that the pain is becoming less severe. Okay. Vitriolic means someone who is bitter. Okay, vitriolic. If you are a vitriolic person to someone else, that means you are having you know bitter thoughts about that person. You are going to criticize that person. So that is vitriolic in nature, being bitter and harsh in its a meaning. Okay, now it's the turn for idioms. Let us learn a few more idioms today also. Have a bee in your bonnet. Have a bee in your bonnet. That means you are giving something so much importance that you always talk about that thing. So you become obsessed about something that you think is too important. So that's where we use this idiom, have a bee in your bonnet. That means you are having a bee about your superiority, about your superiority, having a bee in your bonnet about your superiority, or about your talent, or about something that you know. So you are always talking about that thing because you understand or you think that that thing is very important. So having a bee in your bonnet, that means you are obsessed with an idea and you always talk about that. The bees niche, the bees niche, that means a very high opinion of yourself. Someone who is having, or who is the bees niche, some person can be called a bees niche, who is having a very high opinion about herself or himself. The new actress in the industry is the bees niche. Okay, that means she is keeping very high opinion of herself. Beauty is only skin deep. Beauty is only skin deep. That means we should always be taking into account the character of a person rather than the appearance. So whenever we someone is going to marry some other person, so one must take into consideration the head and heart of that person, of qualities of that person, the traits of that person, not just the appearance, because beauty is only skin deep. Okay, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. That means the beauty in itself doesn't exist. It is always in the eyes of the beholder. I mean, different people might find beauty in different things or in different ways. So beauty is always in the eyes of the beholder. How someone can find beauty in something, so it is a subjective matter. Somebody's heart misses a beat. Somebody's heart misses a beat. That means when someone is in a situation, when in a situation where he becomes so fearful or so excited, or some shock he is having about something, so his heart always races fast. You know, he might miss a beat. That's why this idiom, somebody's heart misses a beat. That means when a person is in a sudden fear or excitement or shock. To flog a dead horse, to flog a dead horse, that means you are trying to make efforts about something from where you are not going to get anything. Okay, so nothing is possible into that, in which you want to try, or you want to put in your efforts to find out something, to extract something, but there you are not going to get anything. So that's where we use this word, you are flogging a dead horse. That means you are not going to get anything in that. So why are you wasting your time trying to put in efforts? Okay, barking up the wrong tree. Barking up the wrong tree means you are mistaken about your own, assumptions. uh, that means maybe you are thinking that person is wrong, so maybe you are mistaken about that person, and you are trying to accuse that person, but actually that person is harmless. That means that person is not to be blamed, so you are barking up the wrong tree. Okay, so these are the idioms and words vocabulary that we have learned today. Thank you.